Today I'm going to show you how to create a voice clone, an instant voice clone in Elevenlabs to use to fix pickups when you are not able to do the pickups yourself. So here is, for example, the error in Pozotron. Let's have a listen.
Nick tore into a beef jerky stick, gnawing at it voraciously before washing it down with chips and a Gatorade.
So it's tiny, chips and a Gatorade, but it should be chips and Gatorade. That is what the author wrote. So I'm going to use this voice in this exact chunk to clone. What time is it? 46 seconds. Starts at 46 seconds in chapter 18. It ends at 1 minute and 11 seconds. Chapter 18, 46 seconds.
Their arrangement. Nick grabbed is here. Can we talk now? She asked, holding up the bags she'd brought as part of their arrangement.
I'll take that part too.
Nick grabbed at them eagerly and started rifling. When was the last time you ate? Lindsay asked, washing it down with chips and a Gatorade.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and export this selection. I'm just going to call it clone. What are we, chapter 18? Clone 18. Okay. I'm going to save it as an MP3 because it needs to be under 5 megabytes. Oh, it's only 3.8. Never mind. We're going to use it that wave directly. So you come in here to Elevenlabs. You go to text to speech. You come over here. Settings. Try an instant digital clone. And that's what we're going to do, an instant clone. You can create a professional clone and monetize it. And I have. But this is for just tiny spot fixes. And nobody wants this. Gosh, who wants a person with a cold as a clone? That's crazy. Okay, chapter 18. All right. Right. Clone 18. Clone 18. Clone 18 is what is going in. And you just say that you agree. I'm not going to add a bunch of information. I just need to know what chapter it's in. We're just waiting. It just takes a second. All right. Now I come back over to Pozotron. I'm going to grab the entire chunk. I probably don't need to. But what I've found is sometimes the clone will start off pretty excited and then it'll settle into the narrator voice that I'm using, which is kind of like a calm thing. I want high similarity, somewhere in the middle for stability, just to try. And then we generate. That's it. And have a listen.
She asked, holding up the bags she'd bought as part of their arrangement.
She's pretty excited.
Nick grabbed at them eagerly and he waved her in. She sat down on one of the empty stools across from him. Nick tore into a beef jerky stick, gnawing at it voraciously before washing it down with chips and Gatorade.
Let's see how close that is.
Across from him.
Yeah, so she's really excited. I don't like that. I need this lady to chill out. Oh, I didn't change it. Foolish. Right, I had to select the chapter that I'm doing. Let's try it again.
It was depressing and quiet.
There we go.
She sat down on one of the empty stools across from him. Nick tore into a beef jerky stick, gnawing at it voraciously before washing it down with chips and Gatorade.
Good. That will match. And that's all I needed to do. So you see, you wouldn't do this for normal pickups. You would just record your pickup yourself. It's so much faster. But in this case, I was spending 100,000 million years to try to record the pickup, and it was not matching because I am no longer sick. It's probably just really good advice to not record when you're sick, but I was really, really, really trying to meet a deadline for this client. He was so excited. Okay, so visually, I always turn up my waveform, and this will help me also. It's very easy to see. You're not going to cut breaths if you can see the breaths, right? I like that breath there because it's louder. I'm just actually going to dump this straight up. And now let's hear it together.
He waved her inside, his jittery movements showing how hungry he was for the food and a connection. She sat down on one of the empty stools across from him. Nick tore into a beef jerky stick, gnawing at it voraciously before washing it down with chips and Gatorade.
Boom.
When was the last time you ate?
And that's how you do it. Again, not for normal situations, because normally, I mean, it was one word. It would have taken me a few seconds to just go ahead and do the punch in, but I mean, I can. How I try to make myself sick and it doesn't sound right. So this is an emergency thing. But you can also do this if you're traveling on the road. If you're out, if you have sold your microphone, if you cannot match yourself, you simply cannot, and you're in an emergency, and it's something that the client is not going to be like, you would never do this for a commercial, oh my God. But for this, for long form, because I missed an article, like, I'm pretty confident nobody's going to care for tiny pickups. And that's how you do it. I hope this helps.